Hey guys, as you can see I am back with the Sega Mega Drive Mini. I did an unboxing and a full review a few days ago, and last night I played lots of different games during a live stream. Now during the live stream, lots of you tuned in and Tom pointed out something which I was unaware of, and I didn't point this out in the review because I didn't know. Tom pointed out that you can actually play the Japanese ROMs in your Sega Mega Drive Mini. Now I've got the UK European version, but it's the same with the Genesis Mini in North America. So this is the home screen, and you know, this is what I was used to. You know, growing up, this was the front covers, this was the graphical designs and the ROMs that I was used to playing. This is the PAL version. But if you go up to settings, go to languages, and then just simply go to Japanese. As you can see, everything is in Japanese now. And look at this. We now have all the Japanese graphical art, all the Japanese game covers. But it's not just the game covers, you've actually got the Japanese games as well. So again, you can push B to see it, you know, to see the sides of games. But I think this is fantastic. I think this is amazing what Sega have done. So you can see there's Sonic the Hedgehog, the covers there, Castle of Illusion. Bare Knuckle 2, which is actually Streets of Rage 2. Some of them, you know, they've not really changed that much. Echo the Dolphin, Road Rash 2, Street Fighter 2 Plus, Sonic Spinball, Vampire Killer is Castlevania, Rockman is Mega Man. But the one that I noticed myself was, well, what we call Probotector is Contra. So this is Contra, right? Now in the UK, for whatever reason, they called it Probotector. They changed the army guys to robots. But I'm going to show you the difference to demonstrate, you know, what you can actually do by changing to the Japanese ROMs. So if this loads up, okay. So this is more like the American version. So maybe this game is a bad example for those of you in North America because it is just Contra. So I played this last night in the live stream. This is an excellent game. If you haven't played this yet, please do. It's one of the best games on the Sega Mega Drive Mini. Yeah, I can wholeheartedly recommend it. Despite the fact I'm terrible at the game. Right. So, yeah, it's very like Metal Slug, or Metal Slug was like this more like. And you can see, I mean, if you look at here, you know, the boy's in the army. He's got his army gear on. Oh, I got killed there. But you get the gist of it. You get the gist of what's going on here, right? So, I'm going to come out. Come back out to the main menu. And you can see, it's kind of weird because some of them just look like the American ones. You can see like Virtua Fighter 2, they've not really changed anything there. Look, that actually looks like the North American one. Yeah, that is. That's the, for whatever reason they've got the North American one there, they've got the Genesis design there, but then for other ones they've got Japanese Mega Drive. But it's nice, I think this is a really nice addition. But what you can do is, if you go back, just remember where you were. Go back, so now I'm back to the European version. And now you can see the game that I just played there, Probotector. It's got a different game design, different game cover, sorry, but this is actually a different game design as well. Now the actual game is 100% the same. It's really superficial. I can't remember why they changed it here in the UK. It might have been something to do with, you know, playing army guys and shooting things. They changed it to robots instead. I don't know. But this is the same game. This is the version we got in the UK. They changed it back to Contra a few years later, but during the NES period, during the Mega Drive period, it was called Probotector. And if this loads up, come on. So it's the same game that I played before. But look, now I'm robots. Now this is a kind of minor difference, but there will be other games where there'll be a little bit more changes. Like Tom was saying, I think it was Tom that was saying as well, that there might be some games where the come back out. There might be some games where there's like minor differences. For example, you might get 3 lives instead of 2. You might get I don't know. There's going to be minor differences, and there's going to be minor differences in each game because each game was designed differently for the North American market, the European market, and the Japanese market, etc. Now, you can change to other languages as well. Now, French, Italian, German, Spanish is all going to be the same. But if you go to something like Korean, this is a little bit different as well, because you can see that it seems to be mostly Japanese game covers they've got, but then look, this time it's not Bare Knuckles 2, it's Genesis Streets of Rage 2. So it's interesting to see what each region got, because this is the Korean market, and it looks like a lot of the games they got were just the covers from America, Castlevania Bloodlines rather than Vampire Killer, Rockman. So you can go through all the languages. So many thanks to, yeah, I'm up here, aren't I? There we go. So many thanks to Tom for this tip. I really didn't know that this was possible. I really didn't know this was possible. I didn't include this in my review because I didn't know. I think this is a nice little feature. I think it's a nice little bonus that Sega have added. And if you've got the Sega Mega Drive Mini, the Sega Genesis Mini, or the Japanese version, just know that you can go into the settings area, and by changing the languages, you can get different game cover designs, but more importantly, you get different ROMs. You can play the Japanese version of these games. There's not any additional games in the console, it's just the same game, but the ROM is different. So it's the same game, but the variation of it, if that makes sense. So thanks for watching, and thanks again to Tom for the tip. I hope you found this useful, and I'll speak to you all in the next one. Cheers, guys.